Hello, welcome back. Today we are going to do a full body workout. It's going to be very cardio heavy. So we need light dumbbells. I've got a pair of 5s here. We're going to do 2 circuits today. The first one is basically all cardio, mostly weighted cardio with like a little bit of body weight cardio. And then the second circuit, we're going to move more into strength stuff, but they both kind of use the same moves. So let's get you nice and warm. Just make sure you have your light pair of dumbbells and you have some water and a sweat towel. Very necessary. Let's get you warm. We'll start with some jumping jacks. And let's go for it. Arms all the way up and all the way down. Low impact. You can rock it right here with the step and the tap. We're going to do a few more of these. And then let's go side lunges. So nice and wide, bend one knee at a time. Tap that opposite foot. I'm hopping up on the heel, lifting my toe up to the ceiling to get a deeper stretch in the inner thighs. You're welcome to leave them down or whatever works for you. And then let's get a little bit deeper into that stretch. So see if you can actually come down to the floor, feel it for a second, and then stay low and shift to the other side. If you can't quite get down to the floor, that's okay. Hang wherever you're comfy, just back and forth, but trying to stay low in the middle. Come on up and turn the toes out, stay wide, plie squats. Down and up, knees are following the line of the toes, chest stays nice and tall. A few more here, and then we're going to go into some kick toes. And stand up nice and tall, kick. See if you can tap the opposite foot, or just lift it up as high as you can, but we want to keep that leg straight, so we get a good hamstring stretch. In 3, 2, 1, hip opener. So stay tall, open up that leg, bring it back, keep the body facing forward. Just let the leg open up and back, stepping over that invisible thing. Oh, it's not a good sign that I'm like already out of breath because we got a lot in store. We got to get mentally ready while we get physically ready. Let's do some squats. Feet shoulder width apart or a little bit wider. Sit back on the heels, drop the butt. 7 more seconds, and then we'll go into some butt kicks. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Butt kicks, nice little jog, bringing your heels up to your butt. If you want to go low impact, which with the second trimester, I'm rocking a lot of low impact to protect that pelvic floor. 3, 2, 1, quad stretch. Grab your foot, just like 2 or 3 seconds, and then swap it. Little stretch, little test of that balance, keep it moving. If you need help with the balance, grab onto a wall, a chair, something. But if you can try to find that balance, that's going to help us get warm. And side bends and twists. Big reach over both ways and then twist it. Oh, I got a back crack. Free adjustment. Side bend, twist and twist. Just rotating that upper body. So we're kind of stretching the obliques, waking up the back. And from here, let's go into some arm circles. Big circles back, loosening up the shoulders. Lots of upper body work today. One more, and then let's do some open and hug. Stretch out the chest and the back. Alternate which arm hugs on top. Few more. And then let's do 2 pulses overhead. So pull the arms back and then drop. 2 pulses up and drop. So I'm trying to get the arms as far back as I can, like really pulling, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears. Let's do some inchworms. So just touch the toes, walk forward to your plank, hang out for a sec, walk back in, stand it up. So we get a nice hamstring stretch. We wake up the upper body, the abs. One more, and on this one, we're actually going to stay down here. Once you're in your plank, give me a deep lunge and a twisting reach towards that front leg. Front knee bent, back leg straight, and we're rotating towards the front leg. Alternating sides, get that heel on the floor, big rotation. And from this one, let's go into cat to cow. So hands and knees, we're going to arch the back, look up at the ceiling, and then we're going to round the back, look at the legs. Take your time, stretch out that back, big arch, big round. And from here, we're going to neutral that spine. We're going to lean forward. We're going to do wrist stretches. So put the weight onto your hands for a second And then when you come back, I want you to switch the fingertips to face you or as close as you can get them and lean back so you get a good like forearm wrist stretch, and just keep alternating fingertips forward. We lean forward, we put that weight on, fingertips back, we lean back, we get a good stretch. Let's go fingertips forward. We're gonna do child's pose. Release any tension in your back, your hips, and then rock it forward into cobra. Drop the hips, drop the shoulders, look up at the ceiling. Let's go back into child's pose. From here, we're gonna push all the way back into a little crouch. 3 pulses, hamstring stretch. Come down for another one. And gently roll your way up. Okay, we are ready to go, but it is so hot in here. And it's just not gonna help the cardio situation. So here's our first test. I'm gonna put my AC on and we're gonna see if we can hear this. Okay, so hopefully that's not too loud. We are going into our cardio circuit. So first round is going to be the best / the worst, okay? We're gonna have the longest work, but we also get the longest rest. So in some ways, it's gonna get harder, but in some ways, it's gonna get easier. So we're gonna start with weighted jumping jacks. Obviously, any of these moves, you can totally do body weight if that works better for you, but we're gonna hold the weights at our shoulders, palms forward, and every time you jump out, you're just gonna press overhead. Watch that you don't arch the back, lose the belly. We've gotta keep everything tight. Low impact, we're gonna be right here, okay? Just a reminder, I'm pregnant, so I will be demoing the high impact, but then I will be moving into the low impact. So if you can do high impact, challenge yourself, push yourself, do high impact. Just because I'm doing low impact doesn't mean you should be, unless you also are pregnant in the 2nd or 3rd trimester or very early postpartum, or you have like knee, joint, any issues, then of course you go low impact too, or you just feel like it. Your body, your workout, your rules. In 3, 2, 1, let's do it. 20 seconds right here, low impact, this is us. Now I want you to push that pace as fast as you can go with good form. This is weighted cardio. 7 seconds, 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, rest. 15 seconds, next up, weighted alternating side lunges. One side, up and over to the other side. Again, fast with good form. 5 seconds. You ready? In 3, 2, 1. Bend and straighten, up and over, side to side. Now we have a nice wide stance, bending one knee at a time, following the line of the toe as you bend. Flat back, send the butt back. That'll drop you. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Next up, cross-body punches. We're gonna stay pretty wide, bend the knees, get stable in that stance, palms face in towards each other, and we punch across the body. 5 seconds, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go, push. Keep that body nice and still, just the arms are moving. So it looks like this, little bend in those knees, lots of power. Put that power behind that punch. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. 15 seconds, squat to overhead. We're gonna find it comfy, but more narrow squat stance. So we can easily put the weights outside the legs. We stand up, we lift them up over the head. In 5, 3, 2, 1, down and up. Squat to overhead. Nice, smooth motion. Keep that movement fluid all the way from the bottom of that squat to the top of your overhead press. Down and up. 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up, skiers. So we're gonna stay nice and narrow so we can easily clear the legs. When the legs are straight and we're tall, arms are up, bend the knees, push the arms back, float them back up. Ready? 3, 2, 1, big push. So the emphasis is actually on the down. We're trying to get somewhere. Like we're really skiing, we need that push. 8 seconds, you got it. If it's not comfy to go overhead, go shoulder height. 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up, speed alternating kickbacks or speed hammer curls. One, then the other, like we're sprinting, but just with the upper body. In 5, so bend and hinge. 3, 2, 1, one in, one out. Come on, so we gotta find that hustle right away. Move those arms, one is straight, one is bent, and we just keep switching it all the way in, all the way out. Push those arms, let's go. 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. We're going body weight, we're going inchworms, just like we did in the warm-up, but cardio version. So we're gonna try not to stand. Toes out to your plank, back to your toes, back to your plank. In 3, 2, 1, toes out to your plank, back to your toes, right back out to your plank. Keep going. I'm going to show you from the side. If you need to stand, stand. But if you can just go right from the toes, right from the toes. 3, 2, 1, rest. We're going to stay down here, mountain climbers. So plank position, you're going to drive in your knees one at a time, as fast as you can go with good form. I'm going to demo it fast at the beginning, and then I'm going to slow it down to really protect my core. 3, 2, 1, mountain climbers, drive them in, go for that run. If you want to modify, you can always slow it down, or you can elevate yourself, your upper body. 7, not your low body, that would make it harder. Keep going, push, push, push. 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up, half burpees, just the bottom half of the burpees. So we're still in a plank. We're gonna jump or step your feet to a bottom squat. Hit that squat, back to the plank. In 3, 2, 1, jump, hit that squat, jump back to the plank, right back to that squat, back to the plank. Keep rocking back and forth, low impact. Here we are, we're stepping it. Let's go, let's go. 8 seconds. Hit that squat, make sure we lift the chest, butt is low. 3, 2, 1, rest. Last move, regular burpees. So instead of stopping at that squat, jump in, jump up. 7 seconds. 5 seconds for the sake of what's coming up. We're gonna start in that plank position in 3, 2, 1. Jump in, jump up, back to that plank. In and up, back to the plank. Low impact, same thing, we're just stepping it. If you are stepping, make sure you're alternating. Which foot is your leader? 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo, okay. We are gonna repeat with no rest. Exact same, 20 seconds on instead of the 15 seconds rest we had. We get a lovely 0 seconds of rest, but this is the only time that you have to do it exactly like this, okay? You still have 12 seconds. Catch your breath as much as you can. Weighted jumping jacks. We ready? In 5, here we go. Grab those light weights. 3, 2, 1, jump and press. Or step it for low impact. Every time you jump or step, you are pressing overhead, shouldered overhead. More than halfway through it. 7 seconds, you got it. In 5, 3, 2, 1, stay wide, side lunges. Up and over, one knee bends, and we go right to the other side. Big bend, get low. You wanna send the butt back, so we're coming down with flat back. 8 seconds, then cross body punches. In 5, 3, 2, 1, stay tall, stay wide. Bend those knees, get stable in that stance. Nothing is moving except your arms. Palms are facing in towards each other. Punching out across the body at shoulder height. In 5 seconds, squat to overhead. So we narrow that stance in 3, 2, 1. Squat, lift it up overhead. Down and up, smooth and fluid. Nice and quick. That breath should be heavy. We should be sweating. If not, you gotta hustle, you gotta push yourself. Let's go. In 5 seconds, skiers. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Push it all the way up overhead. Arms stay straight the whole time. Shoulders down away from those ears. As you bend those knees, those arms drop. 10 seconds. We're going speed, tricep kickbacks in 5, 3, 2, 1. One in, one out. Come on, pump those arms like you're sprinting as fast as you can with just that upper body moving. We get to drop these weights in 10 seconds. Come on. Now just 7, getting closer. Make sure one arm gets all the way straight. 3, 2, 1. Inchworms. Touch the toes. Walk forward to that plank. Walk back into your toes. Right back out. If you need to modify, stand it up in between to get that extra second of rest. If you don't need it, right from the toes out to the plank. In 3, 2, 1. Mountain climbers. Drive those knees in. Let's go, let's go. I'm gonna modify by elevating and going a little bit slower. If you're feeling good, stay in that plank. Stay quick. In 5 seconds, half burpees. 3, 2, 1. Jump into that bottom squat. Hit that squat, right back to your plank. Try as soon as you hit that plank to jump back into that squat. If you want to go low impact, step it instead of jumping. We have one more move to go in 5 seconds. Regular burpees in 3, 2, 1. Jump in and up. Right back out to that plank. Right back in and up. Step it for low impact. Jump it for high. 10 seconds down, 10 to go. Big rest coming in 7. In 3, 2, 1. Rest. Holy smokes. All right. Whew. That heart is humping. Okay, you've got 45 seconds. We are doing 3 speed rounds with no rest. So we were just doing 20-second intervals. Now we're doing 15-second intervals. So we shaved 5 seconds off each move. We got to go 3 times in a row. "20 seconds. Wipe your sweat. Sip of water. Weighted jumping jacks. Good news is, this is the end of cardio. Once we get through these 3 rounds, we toss this away. One more deep breath. Let's go. Dig deep here at the end. 5 seconds. Weighted jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. Let me see you move. Come on, find that hustle right away. Low impact. We're still hustling. We're just stepping instead of jumping. Come on, 7 seconds. Everything's quick. We got side lunges in 5, 3, 2, 1. Stay wide. Big bend. Up and over. So we really have to push that pace because we are switching moves so frequently now. We're gonna go cross-body punches in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Stand up tall. Let's go. Big punch, lots of power. Like you mean it. Come on. Get sweaty with me. In 5 seconds, we get narrow, squat to overhead. 3, 2, 1. Get narrow. Squat to overhead. Down and up. How fast can you go? With good form. 8 seconds. Then into your skiers. You're gonna feel so good when this is done. 3, 2, 1. Come on, skiers. Whew. Big push. You did 2 rounds of 20 seconds. I know you can do 3 of 15. 5 seconds and speed kickbacks. 3, 2, 1. One in, one out. Come on, go for that sprint with the upper body. 10 seconds. Then we leave these weights for now. Keep them pretty accessible. So we're coming back for round 2 and 3. We got inchworms coming. 3, 2, 1. Leave those weights. Inchworms. Touch the toes. Walk to your plank. Right back into the toes. Right back out to your plank. In 3, 2. Mountain climbers. Drive them in. Come on. Set that pace. You've got 8 seconds. Then our half burpees. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Jump into that bottom squat. Hit it. Right back to your plank. Right back into that squat. Step it for low impact. 8 seconds. In 5 seconds, burpees. Then round 1 is done. 3, 2, 1. Jump in and up. Then right back out to your plank. Right back in and up. Step it for low impact. 8 seconds. In 5 seconds, round 2, weighted jumping jacks. In 3, 2, 1. Grab those weights. Let's go. Whew. Breathe through it. You got this. 7 seconds. Then our side lunges. 3, 2, 1. Nice and wide. Enjoy this time when it's just on that low body. So you don't get a lot of that in this workout. 8 seconds, and we stay wide for cross body punches. 3, 2, 1. Back to that upper body. Cross body punches. Doing great. 8 seconds, then we get narrow with our squat to overhead. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Squat to overhead. Come on. Don't slow down on me. Keep moving. Keep pushing. We are so close to being done with these moves. This is our second last round. In 3, 2, 1. Skiers. Bend and straighten. Weights overhead or shoulder height if that feels like too much on your shoulders. 5 seconds. Then we got those speed kickbacks. 3, 2, 1. 1 in, 1 out. Sprint it out. Come on, someone's chasing you. We gotta move. 7 seconds. Then leave those weights right into your inchworms. 3, 2, 1. Touch those toes. Walk to that plank. Right back into those toes. Right back out to that plank. Stand it up if you need that extra second. We're going into mountain climbers in 3, 2, 1. Drive those knees in. Hustle. You need to modify, slow it down or elevate the hands. In 7 seconds, half burpees. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Jump or step into that bottom squat. Back to your plank. Right back to that bottom squat. How fast can you move? 7 seconds. We only have 1 more move to go. Then round 2 is done. 3, 2, 1. Burpees. Jump in and up or step in and up. 10 seconds. We only have 1 more round to go. Heading into that last round of weighted jumping jacks in 5, in 3, 2, 1. Pick up those weights. Weighted jumping jacks. 1 last time. Make it count. 8 seconds. Leaving this move behind. Heading into side lunges in 3, 2, 1. Bend and straighten. Up and over. One side. Right into the next. Remember that form now that we're nice and tired. 5 seconds. Then our crossbody punches in 3, 2, 1. Stay wide. Bend those knees. Nice stable stance. 8 seconds. Then we get a little more narrow for our squat to overhead. In 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Squat to overhead. I am dripping, even with the AC pumping. 10 seconds. Then right into our skiers. We only have 90 seconds left in this circuit. Let's get it done. 3, 2, 1. Let's see your skiers. Big push. Power. Don't just go through the motions. Make it count. Make yourself work. That's why we're here. 3, 2, 1. Speed kickbacks. 1 in, 1 out. How fast can you go? 10 seconds. Then the weights are down. We're into our inchworms. Last minute. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Inchworms. Touch those toes. Get out to that plank. Squeeze those abs. Up and in. 7 seconds. Then we have mountain climbers. In 3, 2, 1. Drive those knees in. Hustle, hustle. We ran with the upper body. This is our chance to run with the lower. In 7 seconds, half burpees. 5, 3, 2, 1. Into that bottom squat. Back to your plank. How many reps can you squeeze into 10 seconds? Then we're going into burpees. Full burpees in 5, 3, 2, 1. Jump in and up. Let's go, let's go. move energy. 7 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Well done. Whew. That was all the energy I had for that clap. Just 2 slow claps. You deserve so much more. That's all I have to give. So I'm going to wipe the sweat. We're done with that, but we are not done. We still need our light weights. We are moving into our strength circuit. We are going to utilize a lot of the muscles, some of the moves that we were just doing, but in a strength, slower version. And we are going to go, how many moves? Let's see. So yeah, it's very similar format as well. So we're starting with 30 seconds on, 15 seconds rest for most moves. And then in round 2, things will get shorter, work and rest. In round 3, things will be shorter. So first up, we're gonna go side raise. We're gonna work those shoulders. So shoulders are down and back, core is tight, body is still. We're just going up to shoulder height, palms face the floor, and then back down. That's it for 30 seconds. So slow quality reps. I'm gonna still use my 5s. This is more strength focused. So if you did wanna up them to like 8s or 10s, if that doesn't feel totally crazy for you for a side raise, then that's what you're gonna do. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So we can kind of use this as an opportunity to catch our breath and focus on that one muscle. Okay, so we're not jumping around anymore. No more running in the spot, no more burpees. We're just doing some strength work. 10 more seconds here, then we get to rest. We want to focus on that form. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Forward raise is coming next. So same thing, shoulders down and back, don't let them roll forward or up. And we're just going up to shoulder height, palms face the floor and back down. 30 seconds starts in 5, 3, 2, 1. Up to shoulder height and down. There we go. Perfect form every time. It's only 30 seconds of work. If you find that that form is suffering, you are either going to slow it down or you're going to drop your weight to make sure you have a lighter weight. More than halfway through at 12 seconds, we want quality reps, no leaning, no arching. In 7 seconds, we get to rest again. 3, 2, 1, and rest. So next up is going to be clean and press. Palms face back towards the body. We keep the dumbbells and hands close to the body. We flip it up, palms forward at the shoulders, press it overhead, and then we just reverse it on the way down. 3, 2, 1. Clean, press, flip it back. So flip it, press it, flip it back down. Palms back, palms forward. Palms back, palms forward. Really feeling those shoulders, a little bit of that upper back. We're more than halfway through it. Find a pace that works for you where you were challenged those last like 2 reps. Feel like, whoo, woof, I don't know if I can get through this. 3, 2, 1, rest. 15 seconds. Next up, just strictly overhead press. So shoulders to overhead, palms forward. We still have 8 seconds. In 5, here we go. 30 seconds of overhead press. In 3, 2, 1, palms forward. Keep that core nice and tight. As we press overhead, sometimes the low back likes to arch, likes to stick the belly out to give you some help so all the work doesn't have to go to the shoulders. But guess what? We want all that work to go to the shoulders. 12 more seconds, then we get to rest again. So if those shoulders are not burning, if you do not feel the fire, you got to push that pacer up that weight. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up, we're going to move into some low body. We're going to do squats. We're going to find that same sort of like narrow, like shoulder width stance where we can easily fit the weights outside. And we're just squatting down and up, no overhead this time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, down and up. So I want you to find that full range of motion. I want you to feel those glutes and those quads. So as you come up, I want you to squeeze the glutes to help you stand. Weight is back in the heels. Knees are following the line of the toes. 12 more seconds. Now these are pretty light weights for your low body moves. So you can push the weight, push the range of motion, or push the speed and the range of motion a little more. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next up, side lunges. So nice and wide, instead of just speed from side to side, we're gonna take a second, really get into that position and come back up. I'm gonna go from the side so you can see my back. In 5, nice and wide. 3, 2, 1. Bend one knee, hinge at the hips. So see how flat my back is? I'm sending my hips back, coming up, sending my hips back on the other side. Head is in line with the spine. Focus on trying to get the butt towards the back wall. Hips go back. Back comes down nice and flat as we lay the stomach over that knee, and only go down as far as you can with good form. If you feel like that back is rounding, or we're getting like an uncomfy stretch, rest, then just don't go as low. Next up, plie squats. So again, we're nice and wide this time, toes are gonna turn out, and we're just gonna come down and up, keeping the upper body nice and straight. In 5, 3, 2, 1, down and up. So take your time and really get as low as you can with good form. Feel that spot at the bottom where you're like, whoa, there's the stretch. But that upper body gets to stay tall. So there's a moment where you're gonna reach the bottom, and the only way to get further is like to let the upper body go. We don't wanna reach that point or past that point. We wanna just come down, and as we start to feel that pull, we come back up. 5 seconds, then we're gonna stay at the bottom and we're gonna pulse. 3, 2, 1, stay there and pulse. So find that bottom position, little tiny pulses. As soon as we start rising up, we sit back down. We're only here for 15 seconds, 7 seconds to go. Now just 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up, alternating crossbody raises, not punches. So one arm's gonna raise, palm face the floor, switch. So we're reaching to the opposite shoulder height. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, opposite shoulder height, and then back down. Really be mindful of that shoulder position here, so we're not rolling forward. Keep breathing, keep working. Lots of shoulder work today. 15 seconds down, 15 to go. You're crushing it. We only have one more move left, then round 1 is done. 8 seconds, 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next up, tricep kick back. So we're not gonna run it, we're not alternating, just armpits straight back, both arms lift together. Try to keep the elbows nice and high. Really squeeze the tricep to get that lift. In 5, big bend in the knees. 3, 2, 1, armpits straight back. Find that spot where you can feel the triceps. So use them to lift. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. This is all muscle, no momentum now. We had all that momentum, all that jumping, all that swinging, and now it's time for slow and controlled. 8 seconds, 5 seconds, and we get some rest. 3, 2, 1, rest. So we're gonna repeat shorter. So now we're gonna work for 20 seconds, rest for 10 seconds. So everything's gonna be a little bit quicker. Good news is we only have less than 7.5 minutes, including rest, in your whole workout, then we're stretching. So whatever you have left in the tank, we're gonna use it up. All right, we're back to side raise in 10 seconds. So light weights out to the side, just up to shoulder height. In 5, here we go. Set yourself up. 3, 2, 1, up and down. There we go. Whew. Those shoulders are gonna get smoked. They already got smoked on that cardio round. And now we're just like, hang in there, shoulders. We got more to do. 5 seconds, then a quick rest. 3, 2, 1. Hang out for 10 seconds. You can drop your weights if that's comfy, or keep holding them if you'd like. Forward raise in 5, 3, 2, 1. Up to shoulder height and back down. Watch the lean. Watch the arch. We want to keep that body still, keep that body stable. If you're struggling, get wider, get lower, brace the core. When I say brace the core, I mean lift up from the pelvic floor, squeeze those abs, pull those obliques around to tap the belly button. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Next up, clean and press. So this is our flip, flip. 5 seconds, palms start facing back towards the body in 3, 2, 1. Flip it, press it, flip it back down. Keep the weights nice and tight and close to the body. They don't swing way out. 10 seconds down, 10 to go. In 7, in 5, in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Overhead press. So if you noticed, I kind of like picked up my pace a little bit because that's what I need for those last couple reps to feel like a full burnout. 3, 2, 1, overhead press. The 30-second round, I was a little bit slower because we had to get through more reps, more time under tension. Now things are shorter, so I'm going a little bit quicker. 10 seconds. So I want to find that pace where those last like 2 reps are going to feel super challenging. 3, 2, 1, rest. There's a spider on my ceiling, so we're going to have to pause. Or brief intermission to get that spider. Let's go into our squats. So down and up. I hope this is where we were. I just saw the spider on my ceiling and it was crawling closer and closer to being like above my head. I'm like, I'm not going to be able to handle if that spider drops down on me mid-workout. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 10 seconds, then our side lunges. So we'll go nice and wide. In 5, 3, 2, 1, bend one knee at a time, up and over. But here's my question. So I zapped it up with my vacuum because like it was on the ceiling. I wouldn't be able to reach it without like the extendy army thing. That's the technical term, extendy army thing. But now I'm like, is it gonna be able to get out of my vacuum? Maybe it's still in that tube. It's gonna come back with a vengeance. Rest into our plie squats. In 7, in 3, 2, 1, down and up. Nice and tall. Knees follow the line of the toes. It's a good thing Jonathan's at work because he doesn't let us kill the spiders. They eat all the other bugs. They're good for plants. So he usually tries to rescue them or leave them be in our house, but he's at work. Pulse. So spider murder is temporarily allowed. 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Get a little more narrow, but not too narrow because we're doing cross body raises. In 5, palms face the floor to the opposite shoulder. In 3, 2, 1, up and down, up and down. How are those shoulders feeling? Should be nice and burning. 8 seconds, then into our tricep kickbacks. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. 10 seconds, tricep kickbacks, then we rest and we make things even shorter. In 5, 3, 2, 1, bend the knees, nice flat back, little hinge. We've got armpits straight back, squeezing those triceps. 10 seconds down, 10 to go. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So this time 15 seconds on, 0 seconds rest. I know you guys guessed where we were going with this. The Keely special, less work, but also no rest at all. So we're going side raise, right into forward raise, the whole thing in 5. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, side raise, up and down. Now it's only 15 seconds, but it's also every single move we did. In 7 seconds, right into our forward raise. In 3, 2, 1, forward raise. But you know what I would rather? I would way rather you guys like bust it out, go hard, and have to actually take a break, have to pause or have to skip an exercise than for you to get through this whole thing kind of holding back and not feel it. In 3, 2, 1, clean and press. So push yourself, don't be afraid to push yourself. It's not failing to have to take that break or have to go to a lighter weight. That's actually the most success that you can find in exercise. 3, 2, 1, overhead press, up and down. 10 seconds, then we have our squats. So burn out that upper body in 5, 3, 2, 1, squats. Down and up, sit back in those heels, drop that butt, find that tension in the glutes and the quads. 7 seconds, then get wide for our side lunges. In 3, 2, 1, side lunges, bend and straighten. Put that weight onto that working leg. 8 seconds, then we turn the toes out for plie squats. In 5, 3, 2, 1, turn them out. Plie, down and up. You should be feeling the inner thighs and the bottom of your glutes. 7 seconds, then we pulse at the bottom. In 3, 2, 1, pulse. We're only gonna pulse for 5, 3, 2, 1, cross body raise. One arm, then the next. But we gotta hustle. So we only have 10 seconds to go. Then our tricep kickbacks. In 5, 3, 2, 1, armpit straight back. Let's go, let's go. Last move energy. 10 seconds. I'm still sweating from that cardio. It just has not stopped. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome job. We're gonna stretch. Let's start tall. Let's grab our head and just gently pull it over to the opposite side. Actively push that shoulder down away. You can even pull it a bit if that feels good. 3, 2, 1, switch sides. Feeling like any tension in your neck, your shoulder, your trap, release. We're gonna hang for 5, 3, 2, 1, tricep. See, a jerk of sweat just went down my back and all I can think about is spider. Pull that elbow, let that hand dangle down your back. Find that tricep stretch, all those kickbacks, all those speed alternating kickbacks. Switch it, same thing other side. Gentle pull until you feel that stretch. Then hang there, breathe into it. 8 more seconds, then we'll stretch out your shoulders. We're just gonna work our way from our top down to the bottom. 3, 2, 1, grab one arm across your body, give it a nice big hug. Shoulder stays down away from the ear, arm stays pretty straight. Big pull. Feeling the back of the shoulder, a little bit of your upper back. 5 more seconds, then we'll switch sides in 3, 2, 1. Give me a big open, hug on the other side. Same thing, make sure that shoulder doesn't like creep up to your ear. Make sure that arm isn't crazy bent. We're not getting anything out of it. We wanna make this stretch worth it. Release that tension. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna push the knees back, so come into a plie squat. Use your elbows or your hands to push those knees back so we get like a really awesome inner thigh stretch. Sitting down as low as we can go. I'm gonna pull this phone down here so we can see what's coming. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna go a little bit wider. I'm gonna go into a hard side lunge. If you wanna stay up taller, you can totally do that too. But just trying to get that inner thigh on the opposite side and my heel is on the floor here. Switch over. Same thing other side. I'm kind of using my elbow to push my knee back. My heel is on the floor, toes up to the ceiling. And then I'm gonna go into a deep lunge. So I'm gonna do front knee bent, back leg straight, dropping the hip close to the floor, reaching through that back heel. And then I'm gonna go into a deeper lunge. So I'm gonna gently bend this back knee, relax my foot, and I'm gonna push forward. Now, if you feel good and you have lots of cushion under you, you can come on up and get like an even deeper stretch in that hip flexor, that quad. My carpet's really thin, so I'm just gonna stay down here. 3, 2, 1, tuck the toes under. Let's reach into downward dog. So both heels are trying to come down towards the floor. Ears in between the arms. 3, 2, 1. Step forward with the other leg into your deep lunge. So this is just the first one where the front knee is bent and the back leg is straight. We're pushing the hips closer and closer to the floor, reaching through that back heel. And then we're going to very gently bend that back knee, relax the foot, push forward a little more. You're going to come up taller if that's your jam. Wherever you feel this stretch, I just want you to hang out, sink into it. And then we're going to find a seated position and we're going to do a hip stretch. So hands behind you, feet on the floor, knees bent. Cross an ankle over like just above your knee. Sit up as close as you can towards that leg and push this knee away from you. So we feel the hip of this crossed over leg. Ooh, so good. 3, 2, 1, switch sides. So cross that ankle over, push that knee away from you. Try to get your upper body closer and closer to that leg. Breathing. And from here, we're gonna put both knees down. We're just gonna push forward into a hamstring stretch. So straighten those legs, hang out, feel those hamstrings. Give me a gentle bend and roll your way up. We are done. Thank you so much for sweating with me. I will see you in the next one.